Hi, I'm going to try and walk you through the assignments so that you understand the process. So, first of all, this class, it is confusing. There's a lot of pieces and parts, and so don't feel bad about asking questions. Please continue to do so. I think once we get to Word Chapter 2, it's going to just seem very natural to you. So the first thing you need to understand is the flow in which the class works. So the first thing that you begin with in a chapter is to go to Simnet, okay? So let's say we're working on Word Chapter 1. So you would go to Simnet by using the Simnet SimGrader button. Let me get in. Sorry, let me get in as a student here. Oops, wrong class. Okay, so this will be the Simnet that you see. So let's go into Word Chapter 1 because the Windows chapter is a little bit different. There's an orange tile, which is your eBook and your Let Me Tries. Then the blue tiles are your lab projects. Pause and practice is not done in Simnet, but we begin the process always by going to the SimBook and completing the Let Me Try. So I'm going down, here's a Let Me Try. I have not completed it yet. So I'm going to click on that, open Backstage View, that's the Word file, got it done. So you go through, create a new blank document, new blank, and I'm done. So now I have a check mark. So you would keep scrolling and do that for all of these. If you want more details on that, watch my movie on the Let Me Try. So I'm going to exit, and so I'm done with my Let Me Tries. I'm going to go back to Blackboard now, right? So your Let Me Try is done for Word Chapter 1. Those are usually due before all the other assignments. So, for example, if we look at our syllabus, and this is always where you want to go to find the specifics on what's due. So I went into Start Here Materials, and I found the syllabus file, and this is the one that I recommend that you just print out part of this, not the whole document. But if you scroll down, this starting here, which is what page, what is this, page 9, right? So if you look, the syllabus quiz, the honesty and learning quiz, the Let Me Try, this thing that says SimBook, that's the Let Me Tries within the SimBook. Those are due tonight, and the Word Chapter 1 SimBook is due tonight, 6/4. The rest of the Word assignments, the pause and practice, and these projects are not due till the 9th. Next to the date, you'll always see where you get these assignments from, right? So the SimBook, Let Me Tries are in Simnet. But then, okay, so, and these are in the order that you should do them. So, okay, so I've done the SimBook for Word Chapter 1. Now I got to do the pause and practice. So if I scroll, if I come to my lessons, the pause and practice is always in Blackboard. So I go to Word Chapter 1 and I go down here to assignments. Right here is the Word pause and practice. And so you would look at this. If you're using your eBook, you have to use your eBook for the instructions. If you have a physical book, then you walk through the pages of the physical book. But in this particular case, there's 3 pause and practices in the Word Chapter 1. So you always go in here, find any necessary files, and download it. Okay, now if you are only have the ebook, then you do have to go to Simnet to get your book, but that's because you have an ebook. It doesn't have to be because of the assignment. It's because you need to use the ebook to find the instructions. So if I go here to my ebook and open it, and I'm reading through my chapter, I've done the let me tries, I'm looking. Hey, here's the first pause and practice, word 1-1. So I use these instructions. If you have a physical book, you open to that page. If you're in an ebook, you go to that screen and you start completing this first pause and practice. Okay, I'm done with this, but now you don't submit it yet. Keep going. Here's the next page. Flip the page. I flip the page. There's my 1-2. I continue with that same file following the directions in the pause and practice. Get to the end, save it, and I'm going more. I'm flipping the pages of my book, flipping the pages of my book. There's my word 1-3. I do that all the way to the end, and I'm at chapter summary. So I know this pause and practice 1-3 is the end. I now have a completed pause and practice file that I've done in Word. I can come here to Blackboard, click on this link, and browse, find the file that you just completed, and submit it for grade. That is in Blackboard. So then if we go back to that, this, so you would check off, okay, I got the let me tries, I did the pause and practice. Now I need to do the guided and independent, and if I choose to do the extra credit. Notice those are in Simnet. That's where it gets submitted. So I have to go back to my Simnet and let me get back to as a student here. That's these blue tops, right? And so you always go here, download the start file, download the instruction file. Always get the file that you're going to use and the instructions that you're going to use. So notice that this file has my name in it, the start file. So don't ever change that name. So what I would do then is I would open up this file, and I would open up the instruction file. So let's say there's my instruction file, and there's my file that I'm actually working on. I have 3 screens, so they keep flipping over there. And then this is what I would do, is I would just put the instructions here, and I would put the file that I'm using, and I would just go through these steps. Complete this lab, right? So you're updating this based on this instructions. And then back in Simnet, once you're done, you take this file, don't change the name, and upload it. Notice how this upload my file is not grayed out, but the grade my file is. If I never download the start file, let me go to the next chapter, the next, let me go back here and go into pause. See how this is gray? You can't click on it. That's because I never downloaded this start file. So you always have to download this, and you always have to download these instructions. Then you'll be able to upload it. You would upload it. It would automatically grade it for you. You'd get your grade. You get 3 times for these projects to get the best grade that you can. So then if we go back to this, if I did my guided and my independent, which is what you have to do for each, then you can choose to do the second independent here for extra credit. And then you move on to the next chapter and you do the same process. All right, let me see your email. Let's see if there's anything else I need to answer here. Yeah, so I guess the one thing about the due dates is, let me pull that Word document back up. There's the Let Me Tries, which are in the sim book, are always due before the rest of the assignments. So yes, the Let Me Tries for Word Chapter 1 and Windows are due on today. This is the 4th of June at 11:59. But the rest of the Word stuff is not due until the 9th. So really make use of this document. And then if you scroll down, there's a calendar kind of view. And so it doesn't really have the details. Like here it just says Word Chapter 1 assignments. It doesn't detail it like it does here, but at least you know the due date. So when it's just the Let Me Tries, I try and call it out there. Let me try, let me try, let me try. And then when it says assignments, that means the pause and practice and the guided and the independent projects. So hopefully this will help. Please email me if you still have questions. All right, thank you.